Hi guys, welcome back. I recently did a reaction to BeeGees, and it was a very emotional reaction for me anyway, because it didn't just highlight great music, but it also highlighted for me the era of music has shifted so much from people wanting to be unique to people wanting to be the same. And BeeGees were as unique as you can get. You can say Michael Jackson was unique. There's so many great unique artists, but BeeGees, they were in their own league. And it made me really emotional, not just the song and their performance, but just that from when I was growing up in the 70s, 80s, 90s, how much music has shifted. And now when I turn the radio on, there are some artists. I mean, there's an artist called Billie. I can't pronounce her name properly. Billie Eilish or something like that. And I thought, oh, here's another one. And I listened to her, and I actually really liked her until I got to a stage where it all became about profanity and sex and the same old crap. Then I was like, oh, why do that? Why do that? You sound so unique. You got an amazing voice. Why you want to be like everyone else, doing the same thing, singing about the same thing? And I heard somebody from AC/DC, or one of the producers on Radio 4 recently, apologies, I can't remember his name, but he said something beautiful. He said, there are no Bob Dylans of the world anymore. There's nobody that wants to write great music. Instead, everybody wants to make a great single that sells. It's not about great music, it's about making great singles that sell, not about albums. And that really, for me, it hit home. It hit home so much because I listen to Bob Dylan, and his music could be like, it could be an 8-minute track, and I'll listen to it and I'll just tune into everything, you know. They used to write about the times. I mean, we're going through one of the biggest things in history, aren't we? COVID. And how many singers are singing about COVID? Nobody's got the guts to do it. Instead, they all want to sing about champagne, sleeping with someone, breaking up, making up. The same old beat, same old look, same old appearance, same old videos, same old drummer, same old production, just to get the same old kids interested and buying the same old tracks. Rant over, here we go. So BeeGees Alone, I can't remember hearing this ever. 18 million views 4 years ago. It's in black and white, I don't know why, but let's give it a go. Right guys, before I get into this, so this is BeeGees Alone. Please do let me know if you have any other requests, anything else you want me to hear, listen to, any comments, all are welcome. I am getting through my list. I've got 141 to do, but it doesn't matter, bring them on, because only like 30% of them actually appear. Let's get into BeeGees Alone. That's coming right now.
don't wanna be alone. Since I know there's a door, no answer phone. Since you're busy every minute, I just stay alone. I make believe you care, I get you everywhere, but I'm still alone. I'm on a wheel of fortune with a twist of fate, 'cause I know it is a given, is it love or hate? Not the sun to the pain, I'm not a stranger in the rain. I'm alone, and if they don't let to be home, maybe it's my imagination, another story there to be told. Oh, away, got time, it's not too late. Tears are too bright, so far, just the beat of a lonely heart. And a smile, and I don't wanna be alone. And all the blood that rain on the earth, and all us, and all creation, another story there to be told. Oh, so I wait, I'll wait, and I'll pray it's not too late. Maybe love between we days, so far, just the beat of a lonely heart. And a smile, and I don't wanna be alone. I'm not out of sight, I'm caught in the rain, and there's no one home. Face the heat of the night, the one that you love got a heart that's made of stone. You search for the night, and sooner or later you'll be cruising. I don't wanna be alone. Clean out of sight, I'm caught in the rain, and there's nothing.
Do you see what I mean about uniqueness? They're not the epitome of it. I mean, I just get, I don't know, it just draws me into something. Not many musicians can do that, and it's almost an age thing. It's almost a comfort, golden age era, or whatever you want to call it, where you get into this zone of yesteryear and you just think about life and what they're saying, and the whole music, it encapsulates how I feel, and I just think they're incredible. I just think that I've been blessed to grow up with such beautiful music, and isn't life great that our humans great that we can create that. That's what I call, I mean, I'm a physicist, but I can say that numbers is maybe God's alphabet, but that's God's language, you know, for me. I mean, that's almost like on a different level, because the reason I say that, it's not just words, it's something that does something to me emotionally anyway. It makes me feel a certain way, and only certain things can do that, can't they, in life? Nature does that to me, some smells do that to me, certain music like that does that to me, and I think that's just amazing. And I would advise, like, anyone under 20, I know most of most of the people that watch these videos are generally older, or my age, or if not older, but get your children to listen to that, or if you're younger, listen to this music from this era. Listen to BeeGees, listen to Elvis, listen to Tom Jones, listen to the Righteous Brothers, listen to Sade, listen to Nina Simone, go back as far as you need to, you know? Everly Brothers, listen to the old stuff. Old is gold. I'm not saying all of it was amazing dynamite stuff, but there's something beautiful and organic in that, because that's an era when music wasn't about just the commercial element, and that's true. I mean, the musicians had money, they went on tour, but they lived for it. And nowadays, musician's a musician one day, the next day they're an actor, the next day they're, I can never pronounce them, philanthropist, the next day they're about key health and mental health, the next day they're giving lectures about life, next day they're talking about the charity they do, and then they're giving advice about this and that. These days they were just musicians. I read a book, believe it or not, I read a book called Slash by Slash from Guns N' Roses. I've read a few books from musicians, written by musicians, but I got to say that book really hit home, because it was about how real. I know Guns N' Roses might be like this almost like plastic rock and roll, you know, glory days of rock and roll band, but the way they lived for the music. I mean, he speaks a lot about Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix lived for his music, you know. Of course, many musicians still do. I'm not saying they don't, but there was a time, you know, where it was just about that. What I mean by that is sometimes I live in a commercial corporate world as well, and I work for a very big company, and I go to corporate events, and sometimes you get celebrities who are on stage and they talk the keynotes or whatever at conferences, and I'm just thinking, what the bloody hell do you know about this subject? Honestly, you got paid like 50 grand to speak for 10 minutes just because you're a celebrity, and it makes me sick to the stomach. It happens so often where you get these actors. I mean, there's millions. If you go online, just look at Leonardo DiCaprio's quotes, right? And it's quotes of him saying certain things in a suit. He was acting the role of somebody on Wolf of Wall Street, but people think it's him saying it all of a sudden. He's an actor. Okay, he's a bit different because he's got his own charity and stuff, but you get what I'm saying. People were pretending to be someone else. I know that's what actors do, but I'm on about in real life. And all of a sudden, all these people that have made money seem to think they can give you advice on how to live because that's the only end goal. It's bollocks. These guys lived music, died music, you know. It was in the blood, in the veins, and I respect that. I respect that so much. But anyway, see, every time I listen to BeeGees, I go into an old man's rant. Beautiful music, beautiful musicians, beautiful era. Blessed to be listening to it. I can't rate them anything less than 96%, 96, 97%. I love them. I love everything about them, even the haircut.